home, and I'm like, yo, I had to nip it in the bud. Like I had to really let him know, like, yo, that is over with. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your kids, you want to get your kids, you want to talk to your kids, have a ball. But if you're not talking to her about your kids, y'all really ain't got nothing to talk about, Chief. And this is her initiating that and letting him know like that's over with. But he doesn't listen. He thinks like, oh, I still got mind control over this situation. I'm your kid's father. I got rank, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I had to let him know, like, nah, that's not how that works, Chief. Because in order to actually pull that card, you have to be doing your job as a father. You're not. So um I think that's where he pretty much got the hint, like, yo, it don't move like that. We are a unit. Me and her are a unit. We move as one. Like you don't get one without the other. You can't, do some snaky shit to her and think that she's not gonna feel me in. That's the bond that we have. That's the bond that we chose to have. So once he figured that out, he strictly keeps it to the kids, like and when he calls. You know what I'm saying? When he wants to call, he's free to call. Nobody's holding him back. But I think him being bitter and him being in a space where, he lost what he should have kept, he feels like, oh, time is gonna wait, and I'm gonna wait it out, and then, eventually, because I get this feeling. I don't know if it's true or not, but I get this feeling that every couple months he calls the kids just to check in on them, just to see, because he always asks like who y'all with, what I'm saying, things like that. So it's like I kind of get like he kind of fishing, trying to fish information out of them on the low. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I hate too. Like, dog, just talk to your kids about your kids. They're growing up. Ask them how they're doing in school. You don't have to ask them how your mama doing and all that other shit. Like that's not none of your business. Like leave that where it is, type of thing. So I ain't never gonna tell nobody don't be a father, but if you're gonna be a father, be a father. That's my basis of it.
Spoken like a true father.
Exactly.
Oh, you said 11?
I mean, I think from like dating women with kids, that if a nigga not having a lot of niggas, they not having sex with that woman, often they don't deal with the kids. That's what I think. You should eliminate sex and just deal with the kids. Like, bro, don't go back and forth with that bitch. It's like you ain't doing
Not
yourself
going
no
back
favors,
and
nor
forth
you doing
with
the
these
kids no
niggas.
favors.
What?
Yeah. Listen, like I think a lot of times dudes want you to crash out. They want you to, go there. They want a woman to see, oh, he still care about me because he willing to fight over me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of them dudes where I got your kid, you know what I'm saying? I am your baby's father, so I do have that rank. And I used to have that mentality, but then it was like, yo, I could fight this dude a million times and you're still going to be with him. So what is the point of me fighting this dude? Like, why are we fighting? If the basis of every time I fight this dude and you still go back to lick his wounds, what's the point? Why are we sitting here? Like, I'm gonna get the message and move on with the situation. I spent the block. Listen, in my relationships, I spent the block, or I kept people on hold because I felt like they was always gonna be there until they wasn't there no more, or until I spent the block and somebody else was standing there with them. So it was like sometimes you gotta just accept that L and move on. Niggas lose good women every day, B, and good dudes pick up good women every day, B. That's how it is.
The ebb and the flow, man. There's
I learned
always another one. Always
I
another one.
learned
Go
Yep.
at
ahead,
a
Reed.
young age, and I tell all men, never chase no woman. If she want to be with you, she'll be with you. Like even if
Yep.
you're in public and she walk away from you, ain't most times, 9 times out of 10, if a woman walk away from you in public trying to make a spectacle, 9 times out of 10 you chase her, you gonna go to jail, bro. Like, if y'all arguing and she walk away, no, just walk away. Go to your goddamn car. Don't chase her. There's gonna be some kind of argument, embarrassment, loudness, police get called. Or some nigga gonna go play captain and save him. Like, nigga, just let her go. She walk away, let her go. Like, oh, you running away? Oh, okay, bye. I'm gone. You don't come to me. I'm not coming to you.
Bro, I can't do that, bro. Like we at the restaurant or some
Uh-uh.
shit, I gotta chase her down. Get her to come back to the table, calm her down, go to the bathroom, and then leave her because she got to pay that check, bro. I'm not.
I'm with you on that one, though. That restaurant is different. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
A restaurant is different, bro. It is actually really, really different. But I mean,
But don't
knowing
test it.
everything that you know now, Big Smash, would you have a different life if you had been with that first woman all throughout this time?
Yeah. I honestly think my life would have been a little different. I probably wouldn't have as many kids. I probably would have some free money to spend. Um, but I think I would have had multiple kids. I just don't think I would have been going from relationship to relationship having kids. But I also know that I wouldn't have been happy. When I got with her, we was 19, 18, 19, and we were just barely getting by, you know. She got pregnant when she left for school. She left for school. When she left for school, I think we was together for like 2 years before she left for school. And I wasn't doing no long distance relationships. So we pretty much, called it quits. And with her, me being her first, it was really hard for her to leave and to call quits. But I'm the type of dude, I ain't gonna hold you back from nothing you want to do. So she left for school only to find out that she was pregnant. So me being who I am, I felt like, yeah, I'm about to be a father for the first time. I got to do what I got to do. Like I didn't want her to leave school, but she felt like that was best because we had to be together. This was our first experience of being into parenthood. But I also knew like I felt like a failure when I was dealing with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't working. Like I provided for my child. Yes, absolutely. But I didn't provide for her. It was like the loving stopped. I was happy that I had a woman. I was happy that I was a father. I was happy. But I knew that I was failing because I was too busy in the streets. I was too busy still fucking other women and things like that. So I knew like, yeah, this is not uh sustainable for both of us in order for this to work. So I think my life would be different, but I wouldn't be happy. I think having multiple children's mothers would have been different, but I don't think I would have been happy. I don't think I didn't feel like any of my kids' mothers was the one for me. I didn't get that feeling with any of them. Like, yeah, we're here for the moment. We're enjoying this for the moment. But as far as being forever, I don't see us being forever. I don't see us, standing in front of the man above and saying I do. I just didn't see it. And with her, I am grateful that, she's a great mother, great friend. But I just felt like yeah, this wasn't gonna work as far as us being a couple. And I wasn't gonna hold nobody back from nothing that they wanted to do. She wanted things that I couldn't give her. She wanted a family and a coming home every day and doing all of this and all that. And I just couldn't give her that. So I basically, told her she could move on. And when she moved on, I still didn't know how to adjust to it. So you know, I ended up getting locked up for fighting the dude that eventually became her second baby daddy. And I ended up going to jail and having to fight a case, an assault case. And I think once I found out that she was about to have this dude baby, that's when I gave up the thrill. The thrill is no longer there. It's like, why am I fighting this dude? He's going to be there. Y'all finna bring a new life into this world. And I for damn sure ain't taking care of another nigga baby if they so happen to, break up because that should have been my baby type shit. So, uh, um, I just felt like sometimes, yeah, you can be with somebody, but that don't necessarily mean you're gonna be happy.
I respect that. I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of
man. It's
people
deep.
kind of get caught up on, oh, if it had been that person. But like when you get older and more mature, if you look back at that first one, knowing what you know now, like if you really look at it without those rose colored like shades on, you see the flaws and you're like, would it really have been better? This thing I had been wanting on like this whole time. If I look back at it objectively, it wouldn't have been good. It was just like I guess the romance bullshit or whatever. First and all that bullshit.
After the love is gone. But yeah, I think I'm in a similar vein. Like I know we would have just been cheating and screwing around and probably would have had
Mm-hmm.
at least one kid that wasn't mine if I had stayed with my first one. That'd have been a very toxic relationship on both sides, both emotionally, likely physically, because she liked to fight.
You heard it here,
It would have
folks.
been
Rocker beats
terrible. It
women.
would have been no, bro. Nah, bro.
You
She
know
was a
what?
fucking black belt, bro. I was defending myself,
You don't
bro.
have to edit the fuck out of that to make it seem like you were defending yourself, man.
Heck yeah. You want to just beating a bitch.
Just beating bitch. I mean, I would have had 2 baby mamas, bro,
Nah, man.
and I would have had to be beating her ass because the bitch she could fucking throw down. So I had to like really put them hands on her.
Nah, bro. Nah. I was just saying, like, bro. I was formerly trained in fighting, and you go against somebody formerly trained who just does this shit just on a whim.
Tell a bitch you
And
can
then,
beat her ass.
Like you just keep trying to hype her up because what you did was beat her ass, but she happened to be like she practiced karate. So you're just trying to highlight the karate part and act like, all right, it's all right.
nah, nah,
I think you
nah,
went a
bro.
little
She
far,
was, she
a little
was, she
pop.
was second
Like Sean
dan,
Connery is
bro.
one thing, but
She knows how to fight.
you out here walloping bitches.
Nah, bro. I ain't going as far as Sean Connery, bro. I ain't going as far as Sean Connery. Like these were like fights where it just be like me going having a regular day, just out of nowhere, fucking goddamn, I forget what you call that fucking kick, but all of a sudden the fucking high kick would be dropped just in my lap because something didn't go her way, and it's like, why the fuck are you mad at me? Because your life was fucked up. Like you came to school, you fucked it up, you claimed depression, all this other stuff going on, but really you was unhappy. And instead of you accepting that you're unhappy, you decided to just become a
Yo,
domestic
so
abuser.
you used to be
I mean,
Blueface?
it
You
is
was
what it
dating
is. End
Krishan
of
and
the
then?
day. Basically, I was Blueface before Blueface was a thing. He just be like minding my day. I mean, the one thing I give her is like the makeup sex was great, and then afterwards we would always watch some goddamn Naruto. But still, bro, Naruto wasn't worth them goddamn fights.
Like the Naruto fights or your fights? Which I don't know which one you're
Yeah.
talking about. Like you mentioned the anime.
No.
Uh,
Our fights, and then like the emotional like drama shit and all
yeah,
the
because
other
you
stuff, and like the fact that half these arguments would start at like 3 a.m. It's like, God damn, you slept all day just to wake up to argue? Like,
oh
what
you
the
was
fuck is
definitely beating
wrong
that
with
bitch
you?
ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah,
No,
bro.
that long ass
Well,
pause, like you was reminiscing for a moment. Fuck out of here, bro.
no. The one thing I will say is that was back in the days when I used to have really bad, not sleep apnea, but the one where like you move in your sleep. Because
Don't.
that is, I think, one
Oh,
way
you
my body
blaming beating
developed
her
a
ass on
defense
being a
mechanism.
sleepwalker, nigga? Whatever. Nigga, what?
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, my body learned to defend itself without anything else. I think that's sometimes when, like, people will talk about me and, like, they're like, if you talk to Sleep Riker a different nigga, because Sleep Riker done lived through some things. And so he'll be like, yeah, we can do whatever, because Sleep Riker's trying to be all peaceful. But if you attack Sleep Riker, that nigga will
And
beat
there we
your
have
ass.
actual confirmation of him beating his first love.
No, bro. I lost more than fights than I
And here
probably
we have
won for the
confirmation
game.
that although he has lost fights, he has definitely won and therefore beaten the shit out of his love at one point in his life.
Bro,
Nah,
I
man,
defend myself.
you got it wrong, man. He was fighting for love. Okay, he was
He
fighting. He
was
was
German
That's
fighting.
what
suplexing this
exactly.
bitch
We're
on
fighting for love.
hardwood
We're fighting
floors.
for.
No, sir. No.
He was doing it in the name
We
of
didn't have
love.
hardwood floors, bro.
No,
We had old wood floors back then.
letting her know she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. But